everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Texans going up against the Giants. With that, we're off to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey as we bring in the two men who will call our game, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. They come up with an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The New York Giants offensively, their starters, and one guy out wide to take a look at, Sterling Shepard.
A really mature man in every way coming out of Oklahoma. Personally and professionally. You can play him out wide, play him in the slot. He can return punts for you. He's a dynamic playmaker.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Obviously, the offense thought they had something going by trying to go wide on a short yardage play. But how about the defense expecting something in the middle and still able to adjust and sprint to the edge and make the play?
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here we go on 4th down with Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punt.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st down, Savage. It's complete to Fuller. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Second down and just 1.
Watch him now, Barney.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And speaking of Lamar Miller, up over 1,000 yards this season for the Houston Texans, 5 touchdowns as well. And the second time in his 5-year career, he topped the 1,000 mark.
And he did it missing 2 games due to injury, so just think of what the numbers could have been. But looking forward, he is such a versatile player. I would not be surprised if Bill O'Brien adds a little more to his plate in 2017 and throws the ball a little bit more to him out of the backfield. Get him into space and let him create bigger plays that way as well.
Savage just beating the play clock. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
And back to the air. Savage on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Jason Pierre-Paul, so good to see him back on the field, resuming his place as one of the elite pass rushers in the league.
Savage now to throw. And that's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And fourth down coming up on is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Novak's kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They come up in an offset eye. They come out here in the eye. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
There are so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Manning now on first down. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
After the interception, here's Savage. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Manning to throw on second down. Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. They come out here in the I. Now they'll run it on the toss. Doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Well, he almost got more than he bargained for there. On fourth and short, you just got to make sure you keep the chains moving. But he was able to break free, and he darn near takes it all the way in as they finally get him down inside the 5-yard line.
No gain, and it's second down.
I still like the idea of letting your tailback get you home. But here, they let the fullback try to get the tough yard. And that's the toughest spot on the field. And he stopped for no gain on first down.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on fourth down. They're going to run for it. It's Perkins. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Watch him now, Barney. Now let's go.
Savage on first. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Savage now. It's caught. Fedorowicz. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Throwing on third down, it's Savage. Looking for strong, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. They got completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up in an offset eye. They'll drop. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Following the fumble recovery, Savage. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. In motion is Fedorowicz. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft.
He's got a man, complete. A gain of 32 that time. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Savage. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, Savage. Dancing to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And the back goes into motion. Here's Savage now on 2nd. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Check. Patriot.
3rd and 2, Savage. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
There's Savage on first down, being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10, going with Savage again. Buying time to his left. That's caught at the 2. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Shift together here from the D-line. They come up in an offset eye. 1st and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Here we go now. Green, Detroit!
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run. This is Blue. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They run for it. Here's Blue. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Zebra.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Manning. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Throwing is Manning on third down. It's caught. Shepard. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here's a give to the fullback. That's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. He got 29 yards that time.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Manning. Got to have this one. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. And now out comes Houston. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Leopard! No. Watch it now. Over! Hurry up, here we go.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd and 10, Savage. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Savage on third. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
The Texans going for it. It's Savage. Able to shake him off. Caught left side, Hopkins. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And New York set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Gun. Set. 280. Zebra. Heads up.
They run again with Jennings. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Ohio.
They come up in an offset eye. A handoff as they run the counter play. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, there are times when I feel a little bit guilty about offering some criticism because I see the thought process here, trying to bounce it outside and gain some yardage. But every now and then you got to think ahead and just take your medicine. Go down. Don't give up anymore.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes it.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 11-year runs it through, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So this hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after another, but at 3-3 now here in the fourth, it's been a pretty doggone entertaining game.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pitcher's duel in baseball, don't you think? The aficionados can appreciate a tightly fought game like this.
Yeah, but the fantasy players, not so much. And now out comes Houston. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Blue. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Savage. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jonathan Casillas. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Savage now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Here's Savage on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. Second and 10, going with Savage again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Green, 39. No, check. Patriot. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On first down, Savage. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
So the offense readies for a second and 4.
Check. Patriot. Hurry up, here we go.
In motion is Fedorowicz.
Watch him now, Barney.
They go play action with Miller. Now it's Savage. Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. In motion is Fedorowicz. Throwing again is Savage. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. The Texans going for it. It's Savage. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, it's Savage. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Keith Mumphrey that time. And it's second down. Second down following the incompletion. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On second and 10, Savage. And that's incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
So a third and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Off of play action, Savage steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. All right, so they're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now it'll be up to their defense to try and see this one out.
So remember now, a field goal on this next drive would get us to sudden death. Any kind of turnover or turnover on downs would end the game, as would any touchdown. So this one's still very much up in the air.
And New York set to take the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
Now Manning. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game. And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post. But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that'll do it.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be your raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Hello. Yeah, bro. It's come out like a power with an M. I get down like gravity, rap, rackety, rappers, and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids, and being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythmically, I am bigger, spinning right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the presence now. Presence, come out.
You better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. Okay, whoa. We've been on the road. From the go. Hit my blow. You know we've been down for too long to give up. Can't go. I need all pesos. Want it all. Case closed. I go balls to the wall. Can't hold to the ball game over. These boys can't hold me. You boys can't hold us. I told you. Better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. When I was back home washing them dishes, I was just wishing I could just vision. I was gon' get it. I was on missions. I was just living. Walked in that building. We was just building, taking our time. We was just yielding. We was just chilling away from these haters. Know they be watching like a theater. Yeah. Plotting these niggas that we need later. They gon' degrade us. It won't delay us. This is what made us. We got Omega. Probably roll. Probably just leave. I see you later. Hasta Luego. Cop a new crib. Got some new neighbors. You get this big, they gon' want favors. They gon' want flavors. Probably roll. Hope the Lord save us. Wait from these haters. Hope the Lord save us. Wait from these snakes. Wait from these fakes. Wait, I need breaks. Wait, I need cake. How long can we wait? Come on, better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we've been putting in the hours.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. In Smith's Jets going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Roethlisberger will throw. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Harris not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Left, left, left. Like 30. Quarter. 2.
They'll fake the give to Williams. Now it's Roethlisberger surveying the field. He's going to rifle, and this is caught. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. And even 50 yards.
They took a shot downfield towards the end zone, and he came up with a big-time catch, but he was tackled a little bit short of the goal line. Now the defensive guys, they got to pick their heads up and try and hold them to a field goal attempt.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. All right, as we punch up the starters defensively for the Jets here, Charles, I want to ask you about Darrelle Revis. Some questions surrounding where he fits in going forward. Could he make a move to safety in 2017?
It's hard for those guys who are used to playing one position to make a move.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Play fake here on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, boy, you can make bigger plays downfield.
They come up in an offset eye. Throwing, Jones steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He's got his man here. It's Green. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Got a man open. It's Darius Hayward-Bay. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. They go play action here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner. Get him.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 22 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. And he's got Peak. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Looking back at this year for Matt Forte, best game came in week 2 at 3 touchdowns, rushed for over 100 yards. Altogether, 8-13 on the season. Missed the last couple games with an injury. So how do the Jets look at that position going forward?
Well, I'm about to provide motivation for him because I know that if he hears this, he'll say, I'll show you. But I don't think he's a lead back anymore. I think the Jets need to look to get one of those guys and make Matt Forte a complimentary piece. Be a terrific third down back. He pass blocks well, he catches it terrific out of the backfield, and can surprise you running the football. I still think there's value for him. I just don't see him in the lead role any longer.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They are going for it. It's Smith. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They come up in an offset eye. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste, gives him fuel for the next season, though, because remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season, and heading into the playoffs, Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
Now Jones. And he locates Wheaton, complete. 11 yards for number 11. Just a heck of a catch. How does he make that play?
I wish I knew, and I wish I had his athleticism, because his ability to go up and contort his body in so many ways and still come down with the catch, phenomenal.
Wide open receiver, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sammy Coates, 30 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, nice move. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline. It's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, you know, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Now Smith being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, it's Bell. And down he goes goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to fire. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 58 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Stays on his feet. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And, Charles, I know Ryan Shazier, who made that tackle, a youngster you like a lot.
I love him, and I liked him a bunch coming out of Ohio State because the more this game leans towards speed and less on bulk, that's where Ryan Shazier excels because of his ability to run down plays. If anything goes away from him, he'll chase it. A lot of the time, he can run with tight ends, running backs downfield, and pass coverage. That only helps his outside linebackers like James Harrison and Bud Dupree get to the quarterback.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way. Because
and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the... And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the and now it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. He's got time in the pocket. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up in an offset eye. Again, it's Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On the right side, caught by Green. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they... Well, that came a little abruptly here. So working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They stay on the ground. Forte again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And quickly, they get to the line. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
This is the running back, Powell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Gino. Flushed out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran now a nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. 3rd down. Here's Forte. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Matt Forte with green grass ahead. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On the ground, Forte, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte taking it in from a yard out, and the Jets are going to retake the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll go again with Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to it.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets take possession. The New York set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Geno now to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle. Starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico. Jack, and that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Roethlisberger, and Bryant's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Shift together here from the D-line. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
This is Bell, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They come up in an offset eye. Roethlisberger will throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Powell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Bryant with a catch right side. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Here's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. Out left side here to Bryant. And now following that play, we've got a man down defensively, one of the members of the secondary. And we'll just hope he's all right to continue. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A lot of people call a toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run. Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Bell fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They come out here in the eye. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He hurdles him.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Depending on who's doing the covering, zone or man versus a slant route is always a tough coverage, but a lot of guys prefer zone. If they're not backpedaling and their eyes are strictly on the quarterback and they feel the receiver breaking, they just move right to the football as the quarterback delivers, and that allows them to make a play on it and knock it away.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now out come the Steelers. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the side.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up in an offset eye. Now the toss to Bell running right. And an alley to run. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when
now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the D-line's going to spread out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Roethlisberger going to throw. Able to get, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Now it's Roethlisberger. Wheaton with a catch right side. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On 3rd down, here's Bell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIA, DMV, California, cause there's no place like California. California, ayy.
New York, Texas, Midwest.